Here we have the Parkray Consort 5 multi-fuel stove. This stove incorporates a shaker grate at the bottom, which is operated by this tool on the side here. So it can be in two positions, back for burning wood and then forward for burning smokeless coal, and also it can be rocked to make ash drop through into the bottom of the stove for the ash pan, which can be removed with the tool as well. Ash removed for de-ashing purposes. Simple as. To operate this stove, we have two air controls. So this is the secondary air at the top and the primary air at the bottom. Primary air allows air under the grate for burning smokeless coal, and secondary air allows air from the top for when you're burning wood. For lighting, you'd have both of these fully open to the right, and then we'd also leave the door ajar slightly. So we'll place a bit of kindling into the stove. Just to do a demonstration. A flame of fire lighter at the bottom. And then a good crisscross pattern of kindling. You always want to make sure you get plenty of airflow between your fuels. Never get a big log and just put it straight on top. It would just obviously smother everything underneath. I'm going to light the flamer at the bottom. The light's very simply, just touch it with the end of a match. And then we leave the door ajar for the first few minutes. The reason for this is just to allow a lot of air into the stove. We want to warm the chimney, so once the flue's nice and warm, and also to eliminate any build-up of moisture in the stove which can form as condensation on the glass. So a nice bit of heat into the stove and good warming up. Let the fire get going for a little while so we can look at closing the door. We will just observe if any condensation was to form, just crack the door and leave it for another couple of minutes or so. And then if we're burning wood, like we say, we don't really need the primary air, so we'd shut that down and then start to regulate with the secondary, which then slows the flame down. So rather than it being a really mad flame, we want a nice steady, slower burning flame, which burns a little bit darker in colour, which is then burning hotter. And then you wait really for the fire to build up. What you're looking for is to build a really good hot fire bed, which is charcoal really. That's why we advise to start with a couple of bigger logs on at the beginning. As kindling lights really well but just burns down to nothing, so I really want to create a nice hot fire bed which you can then keep warm and make it hotter. So for refueling purposes, we would recommend to reopen all air vents again, get everything glowing nice and hot, so that when you do refuel it ignites quickly, and then you can start to regulate again, just closing the air vents. When you do go to open the door, always equalise the pressures because it will go mad, and then open slowly. However, it's not advised to open in full flame, as how the fire is designed. It will also then push emittance into the room. So wait till the fire's died down, the flames have ceased. You can then make your charcoal bed nice and hot to refuel and then continue to burn.